Good morning, children. How are you? I hope everyone is fine. Today I will going to start your new chapter against idleness and mischief. How doth the little crocodile? When we read this poem, the title seems to be unrelated with the poems because here there are two poems. One is against idleness and mischief, which was written by Isaac Watts, and the another one is How Doth the Little Crocodile, which was written by Lewis Carroll. The second poem, How Doth the Little Crocodile, is the parody of the first one against idleness and mischief. First of all, what do you mean by this parody? Parody is a style of writing that copies the characteristic style of an author or a work in an amusing way. Means the theme of the poem are to be same, but the characters are to be different, and copy the style with a little bit of humor or comedy. So let us discuss about the first poem against idleness and mischief. This poem was written by Isaac Watt. He was born in 1674 and died in 1748. He was an English hymn writer. He has written more than 600 hymns, and many of which has been translated into several languages. The rhyming themes of the this poem against idleness and mischief is A B A B C D C D. As we can see, the last words of first and the third and second and fourth word of every stanza is rhyming, like bidet, our flower, sell well, wax max. So let us read the poem. First I will read the poem, then I will make you understand line by line. How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour and gather honey all the day from every opening flower? How skillfully she builds her cell, how neat she spreads the wax, and labors hard to store it well with the sweet food she makes. So the first stanza, how doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour and gather honey all the day from every opening flower. Here the poet wants to say about a busy insect, that you know, honeybee, and his hard working nature. So the poet is telling how does the little busy bee is working and improving each shining hour, means he is improving in his work hour by hour and day by day, and gather nectar means collecting nectar from every opening flower, means from all the flower around it, and he is very busy doing so all throughout the day, in the garden, in the forest, everywhere where he gets the flower. Now let us read the second stanza. How skillfully she builds her cell, how neat she spread the wax, and labors hard to store it well with the sweet food she makes. So here the poet suggests how skillfully she builds her cell, means very properly, very carefully the bees that were making their nest or their hive, and very neatly she spread the wax, means the honey in its hive. And you know the bees are of four types in a hive. One is the queen bee, and some of the bees are the honey collectors, some are soldiers who protect the hive from the enemies, and some are laborers who used to convert the nectar into the honey by removing the water from the nectar, and make it convert it into the honey and store it in their hive. So all of these hard working laborers bees work hard all the day to store honey, the sweet food they make from the nectar, and store it in a safe in their hive in a protective way. So let us go through the second poem, the parody of this, the first one. How doth the little crocodile? This parody has been taken from the popular story Alice Adventure in Wonderland. I hope many of you have read this read this popular story. This poem was written by Lewis Carroll. He was born in 1832 and died in 1898. He was an English writer and a mathematician also. His famous work includes Adventures in Wonderland and its sequel, Through the Looking Glass. Lewis used to copy many famous poems and poets and puzzle it in his work to create a little bit of comedy in his writings. Here in this poem we can see that Lewis Carroll also used the same rhyming scheme as Isaac Watts was using in his poem. The last word of first and third and the second and fourth of both the stanza are rhyming like crocodile, Nile, trail, scale, green in, claws, jaws. So the rhyming scheme is the same as of the first poem like A B A B C D C D. This poem, the How Doth the Little Crocodile, is taken from the story Alice Adventure in Wonderland. Here, the what is the story of this Alice Adventure in Wonderland? Alice actually is a little girl who fell down a rabbit hole where she first drank a potion. Potion means a one kind of liquid medicine that made her shrink. Shrink means made her tiny person, and then she ate some cake that made her so large that her head struck the roof of the hall. She was totally confused about her identity at that time. She tried to repeat the Isaac Watts poem that everyone in those days learned by heart, but the poem came out all wrong. Let us we first read the poem, then I will make you understand line by line. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcome little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. So the first stanza, how doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? Uh, how does this little crocodile improving his tail to make it shine as much as possible and pour the waters of the Nile? You know, Nile is the longest river in the world. So the crocodile which lives in the river Nile and pours its water of the Nile river on its golden scale means the golden scale here means the upper skin of the crocodile, which is very tough, and when it's come to the sun it looks very shining. So the crocodile is putting all the waters of the Nile into its golden upper scale to make it shine. So let us read the second stanza. How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcome he little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Now the crocodile very happily he seems to grin means open his mouth to show its teeth. So the crocodile is opening his mouth to show its teeth and very neatly the crocodile spread its claws and welcoming all the fishes of the Nile to get into its mouth with a gently smiling jaws. So he was opening his jaws to eat the fishes of the Nile in a very cheerful way. So this is the end of the poem. I will send the question and answer in your WhatsApp. Please go through the poems, read the poems, go through the word meanings. If you have any doubt, then please you can ask me in my WhatsApp. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye.